Excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Outside, Bane. Here's the teardrop. That one, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Paul is doubled. Ayton up top. Pulls it from the elbow. And too long on the shot.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Feeds it to Crowder. And the rejection by Jackson. Bane against Paul. Here's Brooks going inside. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
There's the pass to Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
Here's Morant. And it's in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by Ja Morant. And the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Bridges kicks to Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bane.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Morant. Adams outside. Jackson in the corner. Payne for 3. Crowder pulls it in. Suns leading by 3. Paul for 3. That one, no good. Memphis has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Control from outside. Pass to Bane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
It's his first trip to the line. Both good from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Booker against Bain. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
Good on the second free throw. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Ball against Morant. Puts up a 3. Here's Jackson, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Ayton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Bain passes to Morant. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Phoenix ahead, up by 10. Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Booker dishes to Paul. And the rejection by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
To the paint. Here's Bridges. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Morant outside. Adams against Ayton. Payne for 3. They shoot again. Back to Adams. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges leading the charge.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Out to Morant. From the baseline. Morant with another miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Morant surveying the D. 3-pointer. Adams trying to free himself up. Morant with another miss. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And they get it back. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Here's Booker, back to Ayton. Adams with it, now guarded by Booker. There's the lob to Jackson. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Booker. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Payne for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
To the inside. Here's Bain. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Ball finds Bridges. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Jackson against Bridges. Outside, Bain. No good on the triple.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And that one's good, Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Ball against Morant. He feeds it to Adams. Bain looking around. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Booker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Booker, with no one around, bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Looking to get it going, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, look, development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
Here's Paul. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Paul's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Morant outside. The 3. And another miss by Memphis.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Crowder against Jackson. And there's Bridges on the assist from Crowder. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Jackson a screen on Paul. The three from Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Tries it from the top of the key. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Morant with another miss. Suns leading by 16. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Paul for three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Good on both. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
They grab their own miss, and Adams kicks to Bain. Fires the three. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grant. Memphis the rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. From deep three-point range. Paul with the three, and the three ball is good. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
Passes it to Jackson. Over Ayton. Brooks kicks to Bain. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shoots. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Bain. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. Bain's got 9.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Ayton, the pass to Crowder. Ayton a screen on Jackson. Crowder dishes to Ayton. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Floats it up there for Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Booker, right side. It's stolen by Adams. Morant, right side. Basket, good. That's now 8 points for John Morant. And so it's Phoenix with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Paul. Outside Crowder. Inside, deflects the pass. Morant passes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The shot. The three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Back to Paul. From the arc. No good on that one, and it's Memphis the other way. Morant with it. Bridges covering. Outside for Jackson. Payne for three. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Adams finds Brooks. Back to Adams. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside Crowder. Paul against Morant. That's good from Paul on the assist from Crowder. And the Suns lead by 14.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
Jackson kicks to Bane. And stolen by Booker. Bridges outside. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Morant with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. There's the lob to Adams. The dive for the ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. With 3, Booker tipped away. The kick out to Crowder. There's the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Down low, here's Brooks. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Booker outside. Back to Crowder. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And taken away by Paul. They swipe it. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Picked him clean. Now here's Morant for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Morant's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. Paul looking around. Bridges against Brooks. Paul for 3. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant throws it down.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Booker with it. Now defended by Bane. Booker dishes to Crowder. Here's Paul. They can't stop the run with that one.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And so it's Crowder with it. They bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A nice shot by Booker.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And here are the Suns now. It's a 5-point game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And there's the pass to Crowder. Pass to Ayton. Just 4 to shoot. And Bain pulls it down. Jackson looking it over. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to...
rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center. The Suns on offense. Bridges outside. This one for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Leonard outside. Jackson the screen. Leonard with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And the dunk by Leonard.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Crowder a screen on George. Booker the pass to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Crowder with a screen. Fades away. And the Suns get another three. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Just two to shoot. Morris for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Paul from 13. Paul. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Sneaky, sneaky. Paul not accounted for in the offensive glass, and he makes them pay for not paying attention to him.
Jackson against Paul. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. For three. The Clippers rebound. It's tipped. For three, George. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Misses off the right iron.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Crowder. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. The Clippers trail. Stolen by Bridges. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A minute 9 left in the first. George against Booker. George's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there it is for him.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
And the Clippers have possession, following the score by Phoenix. Morris, a screen on Paul. Morris outside. And the Clippers miss again.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
The putback.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Jackson, the pass to George. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Puts up a three. Stolen by Ayton. George against Booker. Ayton, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action. Up 10. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the three. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. Norm Powell comes in for Paul George. Now here's Leonard. 4 on the clock. Out to Powell. Leonard with a screen on Booker, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
He gets it in there.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Outside wall. Powell, a screen on Paul. Ball for three. No good there. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Here's Powell. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Now here's Powell. And there's the drive. It's hauled in by Saric. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Wall, the pass to Powell. He takes it in, and Powell with the stuff.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Saric. Unable to get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell outside. Pass to Covington. Back to Powell. Batum outside. There's the three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Down low. Shamet. Oh, Covington with a block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. .157 left in the first half. And he converts the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the middle. Take it away. Right side Payne. Takes a three. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skill. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
Here's Shamet. Now covers. To the paint. Stolen by Wall. 4-3. Batum finds Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Knocks down the triple. Powell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Charge against Covington. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. 29 seconds left in the second. Here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to George. Clock at 6. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Saric down low. And so it's Phoenix.
With the score, your Clippers 18, the Suns 27.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. The Suns leading. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second basket.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Well, Los Angeles shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. And here's Jackson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. George, a screen on Paul. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. And George with the jam.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Crowder with a screen. And Booker with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's George coming off a Suns make. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nothing nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
For three, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third. Jackson can't get it to go.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. He's got 9. Beyond the arc. Here's Ayton. And no good, but close on that one. So he'll shoot 2 now.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Ball finds Booker. Crowder with a screen. The 3. And it's Devin Booker with the 3. Booker's got 12.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
56 seconds left in the third. Batum with it. That's tipped. Paul for 3. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. He's got 10.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Pass to Coffey. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
A strong role player that chips in wherever he can. Every team could use a guy like Robert Covington.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Suns with the ball. Now here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Shamet. It'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Clippers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Damian Lee out there with Dario Saric. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Here's Shamet. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game. Now Jackson. There's a screen. Down low. Covington passes to George. Clock at 6. Free throw line jumper. Again, the Clippers score.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. To the paint. Zubac with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal
And the
foul.
Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Bridges with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 10.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Outside Covington. Leonard against Bridges. Fires high post. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Bridges finds Booker. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. That's good from Bridges. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Wall comes in for Jackson. Here's Bridges using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And there's Leonard on the assist from Wall.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ayton with a screen. And Bridges, here we go. Loses his grip, clanks the lob.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Powell against Booker. Pass to Paul. Launches a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
George outside. Now Wall. Zubac with it. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's George. And they get it back. Zubac passes to Leonard. Out to Powell. And stolen by Booker.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards. Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Outside Booker. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Paul for 3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. And the Suns lead by 15.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
George outside. Back to Wall. Fires from deep. No good. So no problem for Phoenix as they get them.
it's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in its small forward. Russell, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Crowder finds Booker. Bridges, right side. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Gobert dishes to Towns. From deep. That shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker outside. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's Russell missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. From deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Paul. Booker with no one around. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now here's Booker. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Start for them. Lets it go with a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Minnesota with the ball after the Suns pick up 2. Towns with the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
There's the pass to Crowder. Gobert against Paul. From deep 3-point range. And rebounded by McDaniel. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Crowder.
2 minutes remaining.
Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. 1:53 left to play here in the first. There's Russell with the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Booker outside. Paul with the screen for Booker. No good with the triple. Timberwolves on offense. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
1:29 left in the first. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and stolen by Booker. Bridges against Towns. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys. For any team coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Paul can't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. And here's Edwards from the arc. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. For three, Bridges finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Here's McDaniels. Here he goes. Takes it off the glass. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ball outside. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. No good on the three. It's tipped. Bridges finds Ayton. Lets it go from the wing. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 3, and we'll get it going after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. D'Angelo Russell out there with McDaniels. And it's Edwards in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Russell looking around. Left side, Towns. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Bridges against Edwards. Puts up a 3. Bridges misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Bridges. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Ayton dishes to Crowder. Back to Ayton. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Towns for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Paul passes to Crowder. Booker outside. A 3 ball. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The Suns leading. To the paint. Here's Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Paul's got a really nice touch from the interior, and, you know, he likes to get in there and mix it up with the big guys any chance he gets.
Passes it to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Here's Russell. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Paul kicks to Booker for the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
From deep. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards with it. Chris Paul covering. Russell. The kick out to Towns. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Phoenix has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. In the corner, Crowder with it. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Booker.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the wide open shot from Paul, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Russell passes to McDaniels. Outside Russell. That's a 2 from Towns. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Bridges for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Edwards dishes to Russell. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. For 3, Edwards. Crowder pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good.
16.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. You've got Payne. Mario Saric is out there with Lee. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. For Minnesota, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Here's McLaughlin.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Suns shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Payne kicks to Lee. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 4. Fires for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Hits the outside fadeaway. Noel's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Now here's Lee. Uncovered. And it's Shamet missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Pass to Reed. Goes up the baseline. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Payne looking around. Lee outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the Suns miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Landale, the 17-footer. Payne can't hit.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Anderson. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Anderson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Shamet. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. From deep, Prince. Kept alive, Minnesota. Anderson passes to Noel. Misses the 3. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep from converting the easy bucket.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Pass to Prince. And here's Reed. Shoots a fader. Landale grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Trying to end the drought. Out to Lee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Shamet. Second shot opportunity. Lee passes to Landale. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Landale's got his first points of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Here's McLaughlin. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Noel. Stolen away. To the wing right side. Payne gets a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Now the pass to Booker. Passes it to Ayton. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. McDaniels is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Paul surveying the floor. And here's Booker from the arc. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. And I'm sure they expected more from him on that trip to the line. Should definitely be more than a 1-point lead right now.
Here's Booker. Ayton kicks to Booker from deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Feeds it to Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside Crowder. On deep. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. They get it back. A nice shot by McDaniels. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. There's the triple. And McDaniels with the block. And they get it back. 6 to shoot. Paul finds Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall. Bridges with it. Picked up by Edwards. Back to Bridges. Over Edwards. Crowder dishes to Bridges. For 3, Booker. Crowder against Gobert. The Suns need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by Booker.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snugged.
Paul for 3, and the wide open shot from Crowder. Suns keep it alive. Bridges, no one around him. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell, no luck. Suns trail by 3. And stolen by Russell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Ayton kicks to Booker. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. There's Russell with the 3. Again, Russell missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Bridges finds Crowder. Ball outside. Ayton a screen on Russell. In the corner, Crowder with it. Bridges outside. He dishes it to Paul. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Pass to McDaniels. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Crowder against Towns. Another shot. Out to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Here's Gobert.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. In their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
All right, David, thank you.
tonight. Two high-powered offenses. Smitty, how do you expect this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Here's Booker following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Booker with a screen on Moran. Here's a 3 from Paul. Adams grabs the miss. Moran against Paul. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Get it back. Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Ayton, a screen on Bain. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Bridges down low, guarded by Bain. Paul can't get it to go.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Here's Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Bain with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Right side Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. Second chance effort. And Adams lays it in. Adams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Crowder a screen on Brooks. Bridges passes to Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Outside Bain. Shoots over Booker. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From the arc. Jackson. It's good on the putback.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bain. Here's Booker. Oh, Adams with the block. And they're able to recover. That one drops for him. Memphis leading. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Bridges passes to Paul. From deep. And it's Bridges with the jam.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Stolen by Jackson. Deflects the pass. Crowder outside, uncovered. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Booker. That shot off. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Here's Brooks. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Outside Booker. Here's Crowder. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Ja Morant, he's feeling it. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
That shot wide open. Jackson's got 7 points.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Crowder outside. All sorts of time. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Bridges. Back to Aiden. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. That'll put Steven Adams on the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Bridges misses. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Oh, Booker with a block. Bridges against Jackson. Pass to Aiden. Now Crowder. Here's Paul. Deflected. Jackson against Crowder. And stolen by Bridges. Inside, Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Outside Morant. The three ball. And the dunk by Jackson.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Bane against Booker. Back to Paul. Fires the three. And the Suns get it back. There's the triple. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Ayton. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Jackson outside. Pass to Bane. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. All alone on the break. Jumps up, and it's Bridges with the jam.
That's how you do it, Crowder. Great anticipation, as always. Comes up with the steal and ignites the break.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Stolen by Jackson. Adams inside. He's covered by Ayton. Second shot opportunity, and it's Adams with the bucket inside. And now a 10-point Memphis lead.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Bridges passes to Booker. The kick out to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Up top, Bane. Booker defending. Here's Brooks. Uses the glass on the layup.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And so that's the end of the first.
Your Suns, 23. The Grizzlies, 35.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Booker. Soft touch off the glass. Booker's got 5 now.
We've seen Booker put up crazy numbers. He's got a nose for scoring points.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Bridges passes to Paul. The 3 ball. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. No good off the back of the rim.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
That one goes. Count it. 10 points for him.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Now here's Paul. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Jackson with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Bain. Oh, Paul with the block. And he recovers it. Outside Morant. Over Booker. The 3 from Bain. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he makes a first.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Now here's Bridges. He has 6 to the middle. Pass to Paul. Now here's Booker. 6 to shoot. The fadeaway. Doesn't go that time. Bain against Bridges. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Paul with it. Crowder left side, trying to get back on track. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
Dylan Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
And Booker with the jam.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Outside Bain. Jackson with a screen on Booker. Bain. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. Out to Bridges. Here's a 3 from Paul. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Now here's Booker. He has 7. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Morant, the pass to Adams, to the inside. Here's Brooks. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Brooks has got 6.
No reason to overcomplicate an easy shot, but hey, he still got it to go.
And so it's Memphis, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Booker. Drives to the hoop, and the layup falls.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Brooks against Bridges. Outside for Morant. Here's Bain. Oh, Booker with a block. In transition, here come the Suns. Outside Paul. From deep. Can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. Here's Morant. And that one's long. Boy, the Suns are struggling. From deep 3-point range, Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Bane. Bane's got 4 assists in the game.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Now here's Crowder. Nails it from 3.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Paul against Morant. Bane with a screen on Paul. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Stolen by Jackson. Bane with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Oh, deflected, and stolen by Bridges. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Right side Moran. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Booker against Bane. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And Chris Paul clears it away. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Lets it fly. Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Bane. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now here's Ayton. Paul for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Adams. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. Looking to get it going. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jaren Jackson.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Knocks it down from distance.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Bane. Let's go with a 3. Stolen by Ayton.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now here's Booker. Booker missing again.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road by the Valley. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
To the best kid in the hall.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Here we go.
These guys are ready to go. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Now here's Jackson.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here was a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Booker against George. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Zubac, that's good.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David. Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Jay Crowder. 5 on the clock. Paul against Jackson. Missed inside.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
It's stolen by Morris. Leonard against Crowder. Outside for Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Jackson with the screen. A nice shot by George.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. And stolen by Ayton. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Booker with no one around. And they cash in right away with a quick shot.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Leonard against Bridges. The pass to Zubac. Bridges with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Paul. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Crowder with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I think you have to be cautious when guarding Jay Crowder. He excels at using his body to get these calls.
And both free throws good from Crowder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George looking over the floor. The feed to Morris. Over in the corner, Zubac. And George kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Here's Bridges. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Booker in the post. Zubac defending. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Now Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And here's Booker from the arc. Drills it from outside. Booker's got 5 now.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. They set the screen. A floater. It's tipped.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Coming on to the floor for the Clippers, John Wall.
And here is Paul. Ayton a screen on George. Booker tries to the hoop.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 9. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Phoenix.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Ayton. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. 2 on the clock. Paul finds Bridges. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
Now here's Ayton. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges, so willing to give it up to an open guy.
Bridges against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Morris. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Leonard with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns leading by 11. Bridges attacking.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
George from deep three-point land. Bridges with the board. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
Now here's Wall. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And they'll get another chance. Morris against Crowder. Morris dishes to Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Morris. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Powell in for Paul George. Now here's Booker. He has 7. Here's Ayton. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Pass to Coffee.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Wall. They need this. And the Clippers miss again. Suns lead by 17. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
Pass to Coffee. The pass to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Suns.
Paul surveying the floor. The three. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 5.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Covington. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out. Suns leading by 20. Here's Ayton. They get it back. Bridges outside. Pass to Coffee. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And taken away by Paul. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it out to Paul. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. And so it's Phoenix controlling the game. All right, David, thank you. We'll
28, the Clippers, 8.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And it's Shamet missing. Clippers trail by 20. Now here is George. He dishes it to Leonard. George with the screen on Lee. Leonard a good look. And Lee pulls it down.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And it's George finishing it off.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Here's Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shamet. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Suns on offense. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Payne. Tries again. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's Leonard from 3. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Here's Payne, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Guys, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. You know, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Amir Coffey comes in for Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. Phoenix shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility so crucial.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Crowder. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Powell. Booker the pass to Ayton. Good. Ayton's got 10.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
Outside Jackson. Inside, Crowder with the steal. Bridges for three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Deflects the pass. Here's Coffey. Defended by Bridges. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Leading by 12. Here's Paul. Crowder finds Bridges. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Passes it to Morris. Here's Coffey. Outside Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Morris, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Paul George in for Powell. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lob pass to George. Back to Leonard. George sets a screen for Leonard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Here's Booker driving the lane.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, make no mistake, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Ball against Wall. Back to George.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
The first free throw is good.
Paul George taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Phoenix leading by 15. Paul outside. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
George against Booker. And George kicks to Covington. Wall passes to George. And George with this stuff.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Bridges finds Booker. Shoots the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 16. George with the ball. Outside Covington. Outside Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside for George. He takes.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
For three, Booker. Ayton dishes to Booker. Paul outside for three. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the three. Covington's shot is off. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They led the game at one point by 20. And there it is for them.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
Now Wall. The dish now to George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shot by Crowder, no good. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
It's Crowder on the wing. The open look. Chalk up 2 there. And the Suns lead by 16. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside, George. 1:27 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Leonard. That one goes. Count it.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Three-pointer, Crowder. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Suns.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Chris Paul, first personal foul. Third team foul.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines, there's a level of focus and competitive spirit, and most importantly, productivity that you can really appreciate.
Jackson, he's checked in for John Wall. Here's Crowder, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Robert Covington picks one up.
Second team foul.
And the first one drops.
You love a well-rounded player like Jay Crowder, cross-positional on the defensive end, a guy who has really developed into a multi-talented threat.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Paul against Jackson. And here is Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the...
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Russell.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
Free throw is good from Russell. And so he hits both.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to Edwards. Towns against Crowder. Unloads. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bridges outside. The 3 sinks it from distance.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Russell, the pass to Towns. From deep. Offensive rebound. Back to Russell. For 3. And he buries his first look.
And D'Angelo needs just a little sliver of space to let that rip.
Here's Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And out of bounds, the Suns will take it. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Paul passes to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Russell against Paul. Bridges left side. Outside Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Crowder finds Paul. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has gotten his second bucket, and you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
From the stripe. Misses off the left iron.
The defender takes away his space and any chance of him making that shot.
For 3, Bridges connects from downtown. Bridges has got 6.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Outside Edwards. The leaner. They get the rebound to the left side wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The shot by Russell, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Paul. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Suns ahead, leading by 4. And we'll get things started in the second.
Ladies and gentlemen,
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Fires it. Edwards can't hit.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Bridges outside, from outside the arc, and the Suns get another 3.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Russell against Paul. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Paul passes to Bridges. The kick out to Paul from behind the arc. The shot misses, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. It's Booker on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. McDaniels from long range. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
For 3, Booker. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Phoenix no good that time either. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. Paul passes to Booker. 3-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. From the arc. Towns can't get it to go. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size VA and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
McDaniels from long range. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. From deep three-point range. Suns keep it alive. Ayton passes to Paul for three. Booker. Yikes. He misses another one. He's 0 for 7. Pass to Edwards. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. .36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Paul against Russell. Launches it. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Ayton finds Bridges. Fires from deep. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Bridges. Ayton's got 11 points.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Here's Edwards. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
26. The Timberwolves 17.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in it to 5 down low. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Edwards. Back to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Kept alive by Minnesota. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. Back to Bridges. Clock at 6. Paul for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Outside Paul. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Outside Edwards. From deep. The rebound by Bridges.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And it's Crowder missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Phoenix is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Booker finds Ayton. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Can't cash it in from close range. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Crowder outside, lets the 3 fly, and stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Towns, and too long on the shot. Well, Phoenix is shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Crowder. Ayton inside. Towns on him. Outside Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 8.
The fluid shooting motion of Devin Booker. So effortless.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
McDaniels from long range. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Booker can't get it to go. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Fader on the way. 5 to shoot. For 3, Bridges. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Outside Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Timberwolves trail. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Russell from deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Landale. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Crowder outside. Back to Bridges. Pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. The 3. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
Bridges misses. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. McDaniels finds Towns. Now Gobert. Pass to Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Booker for 3. Ayton passes to Booker. Here's Crowder. Bridges outside. Over McDaniels. Bridges misses. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a low 28% so far in this one. 4-3. McDaniels can't hit.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Back to Bridges. Takes the three. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Get there.
Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Outside Booker. Ball against Russell. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Booker's got 14 points now in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Towns for three. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. There's the three. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Over Edwards. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. Left side Paul. No good on the triple.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And Edwards slams it in.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Back to Paul. Launches a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Crowder. Over Towns. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. That one is off.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels with it from deep. No luck on that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.